Welcome to the theater. Today we're reimagining LV Bag by Don Toliver. A song like this seems simple and repetitive on the surface, but Pharrell is a master. And when you look at his production, you're always gonna find a complexity in the apparent simplicity. When you start to deconstruct it, you really find out what makes his music so infectious and so bouncy. So, can we dig in and craft something that has both your signature and builds from the learnings of Pharrell? Let's see.
You can feel it right, girl, you can feel it right. You can feel it right. The strength from the lights, girl, flash in her eyes. She's a single from the mind, yeah. Make the girls hard, she can feel.
Okay, Pharrell's power comes from his ability to build hooky moments in his work. And that's all about iteration and experimentation. Finding that familiar and making it novel. Building an arsenal of parts that you can drop in and out as you journey through the experience of your song.
All right, let's start with the fundamentals. Let's check out the key. We'll get the BPM. Let's break apart the stems. All right, let's drop out the vocals. Let's lose the drums. Let's check the bass. Okay, I like that. Sick, very Pharrell. But I'm hearing something a little more apocalyptic with our sound, a little darker. I'm gonna dig in the Prologue pack for this one. Matter of fact, let's use the Prologue pack for this whole beat. That way we can see how many different ways you can use these sounds. There's so much stuff in there. There's over 300 one-shots in this pack. We've got drums, pianos, synths, brass, 808, strings, tons of sounds. We added in over 50 phrases and accents and textures too. There's over 50 melodies to work with. We built this whole pack in a cinematic, gritty style, so if you like that sound, you'll love this pack. And the whole thing is fucking free, so grab it. Links in the description, check it in the vault, get inspired, and share your stuff with us. We want to hear what you're making. All right, let's get back to the bass. All right, I feel like Dre was on his KO too long. I had to step it up here. All right, I like the sound. Now I want to push it through the ribbons. Just messing with this distortion. If you've got some gear like this, have some fun with it first, then start adding and affecting it when you get on the box. Now we can mangle this a little more. Alright, with this simple 4-note progression, we can build the rest of the song up from it. And we're only going to use Prologue pack sounds. Just to show you how, even with limitations, you can make anything you want. Alright, I think we got it. We got the ribbons, we got the KO, the medieval. Dre, you'd be proud. Let's get it.
Oh, that's ugly. That muffled gnarliness. Okay, I dropped in the texture here from the pack, and this is just to help build that foundation out, create that world. Dropping the root note on one of our pads from the pack. And, you know, these are kind of nice because you can just build up that middle, lower middle register. There's all types of sounds here. Dropping that root note again on a second pad, building that call and response. 4 bars like this, 4 bars like this. And I think that's part of the beauty of Pharrell's arrangements, is that sense of moments. 4 bars here, 8 bars here, each one changing, but subtly. That variety gives it that nuance. Dropping in one of our accents in. I'm really proud of these. They're just like beautiful little compositions in their own right. And you just tune these to our key here, which is E minor. Here I'm dropping in a synth phrase in the pack. Tune these to your project, and bang. Starting to get that lovely progression. Make it your own, you can tweak it and flip it. Here I'm just using it straight. Nothing special. It's all ready. One-shots can be used a whole different way. Pop these joints on the KO or on MPC or any other sampler, and they become powerful sound sources. It unlocks a little bit of that expressive potential.
It's a free, sweet, smoke and ride. Friday heat, lay outside, where I be, till the peace.
Brought in all the KO bells and layered them, panned them to side, building out that space, that melodic opportunity here. Build those little moments, play off the voice, create that journey.
I want to take that bass line and sort of double it with a piano. But we're going to make a dark piano here. I want something that feels a little more like a felt piano. This one's good. Start at the beginning. So we don't want that. But here's Scan. Check this out. It has a different vibe to it. I want this to feel underwater. In our story, the music store is underwater. Go back in the kit. Here we go. We want a sad piano.
Honey's in my bag, don't need no more. Up all night till I break the code. Tears when I lean to the door, I can't find a spike in the baby in the winter sun. Got tight, but you feeling mine. Bad bitch, get out.
I want this one to feel a little woozy.
Two doors open, I'm in and out. Minute high, minute high. I
want to show you how to take a synth instrument and turn it into an electric guitar and get this real rich, performative, emotional, filmic, cinematic sound. So we're going to dip back into the Prologue pack here. This time we're going to go for some synth sounds. So I'm listening for something that's got a little bit of that sawtooth built into it. This one's nice. And it's a long enough sample that I can do these glidey sustains. So all I'm doing here is I'm pushing this synth one-shot through Guitar Rig and getting a lot of these distorted overtones and playing with delays and reverb and just really adding a lushness to this lead sound.
It's alright, I'll be okay. They like 50K today. You can go or you can stay. Tell me you ready to leave this place. Honey's in my bag, don't need no more. Up all night till I break the code. Tears when I lean to the doorway. Can't find a spike, then I'm dropping in the mud.
Let's put some drums on this, the 808 first. Here I'm just dropping some short notes, trying to get a little bit of a foundation, build up the idea, because this joint's gotta move. It's gonna move quick. I like to work simple up. Start, get that patterning, get that vibe down. Yeah, that's good. Okay, following Froller's lead. Just gonna mess with like a little 4-bar pattern on the snare, and then a 4-bar pattern on the clap. That kind of shit just gets that variety, those moments that start building that nuance. Here, just dropping in this open hat. With these open hats, playing them by hand really gives them that human touch. So it's nice to do some of these with a pad or something. Okay, so I just dragged them around a little bit, put a little bit more of that human touch on them. And I always kind of use on open hats a couple reverbs. So here I'm using Flamingo and my go-to 2016. Here I'm just putting in these hi-hats. Okay, I slowed them down a little bit. Instead of 8th notes, I went to quarter notes. I think that kind of feels a little bit more ominous. I love that. Here I'm putting in a second hi-hat. And a third joint that just punctuates. And I use the field, so I'm panning them a little bit to the left and right each one of these, so they have a little bit of a... Okay, and finally just popping in some rims, just pushing them across the field. Let's listen to it back. That was fun. Really getting the sense of Pharrell's playfulness and his nuanced iteration, that journey that he creates along the way. And it was also really fun to play with the pack and get pieces in from it. There's a lot in there. We just touched the surface. So if that's your kind of thing, go cop it. Link in the description. It's free for y'all. Get it, get it, get it. Like and subscribe. Love y'all.
Girl, you can feel it right. You can feel it right. It's strong from the lights. Girl, flash in her eyes. She's a single friend of mine. Yeah, make the girls high. Two doors open, I'm in and out. Minute high, minute high. I wanna. It's alright, I'll be okay. Made like 50K today. You can go or you can stay. Tell me really this place. Honey's in my bag, don't need no more. Up all night till I break the code. Tears when I lean to the door. Can't find a Sprite, then I'm dropping in the mood.